Good afternoon and welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Monday, August 27th, 2012. And we're very blessed to have in the studio with us the Daredevil, Christopher Wright.
Bear and we'll bear our claws, 'cause that's our cross to bear. Through the blood that we share, be me wolf and be you bear. We'll feel each tragedy sympathetically, and I thank you are my brother, and I will hurt when you hurt. The children that dream of our faces will cry for their mother's hand. Be the namesake of every band, the namesake of every band, the namesake of every band. Woolly and wild, everyone that I meet thinks I'm lovable. It's quite unbearable, 'cause deep in my past is a thirst that at best is perceivable, at worst insatiable. And I thank you are my brother, and I will hurt when you hurt. And the children that dream of our faces will cry for their mother's hand. The namesake of every band, 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 the namesake of every band. The beast, the beast, the beast. The beast, the beast, the beast. The beast, the beast, the beast. Lord, have mercy on your daughters and sons. Lord, have mercy on your daughters and sons. The beast, the beast, the beast. The wailing and the gnashing of teeth.
The Daredevil Christopher Wright on Audiotree Live. Simply beautiful, you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, I'd love to hear from each of you guys in regards to your earliest musical memory. Growing up in your household, maybe got you going along this path early.
My, my memory
Yeah, Jason.
is good. I think you'll like it. Maybe not. One of the records we had when we were younger, my brother John and I, was a Kraftwerk record.
Yeah.
My uncle, for some reason, was into it, and we would listen to "We Are the Robots" and
dude.
dance around the house. It was like our house was in a state of disrepair too. I mean, well, it wasn't finished, so it was just studs and concrete and like stacks of sheetrock and stuff. Anyway, that's
It
a
must
really
have
good
been
memory.
super appropriate. I mean, I didn't want to interrupt your story. It sounds
no.
like it was very fitting for the moment.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Was that
and
when
like
that
Joshua
record?
Tree.
I was going to say that was when
too.
those records came out as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, it was back in the day.
that's
it was
good
cool.
stuff.
Good stuff.
Kraftwerk. How about you, Jesse? Earliest musical memory?
Earliest. Well, the one that I just thought of was, I guess when I was younger, I would sing "Born in the USA,"
Yeah.
and I don't think I really knew who Bruce Springsteen was. I only knew him as the boss, but I don't think I'd ever seen a picture of him. And there's a photograph that my parents have of me singing into an antenna
Nice.
from a radio.
Yeah.
Singing "Born in the USA" and using a dustbuster as my guitar.
Nice. Now,
Yeah.
did they listen to Springsteen a lot around the house, or was it just specifically that record?
No, I think my parents were, they did listen to like the mainstream from the 70s and the maybe late 60s into the 80s and stuff. So I grew up with a lot of Elton John
Nice.
and Billy Joel and stuff.
Yeah, like classic FM radio type
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That's good
So,
stuff, dude.
yeah.
That's the shit. Two super piano players. Look, and you got a little keyboard right next to you.
I know.
Seems very fitting. Here
Yeah.
we go.
He's on the road.
How about you, John? Earliest musical memory?
Our dad was in a band that performed for these like Lutheran youth events things and kind of all over the country and so one of my earliest memories I think is those guys performing in our garage, and I think there's a similar picture of me with another kid, one of the guys playing guitar on tennis rackets, that kind of deal. So that was a impacting experience.
What did he
guys.
play? What instrument? Was he a singer? or-
Singer and played guitar, songwriter,
Nice.
that kind of thing. So
Sweet.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Kraftwerk moment when you guys were dancing
Yeah,
around?
yeah, for sure. There's that one. I think we never had like a video camera recording our family didn't have one, so we don't have any of those great videos, but we had like a cassette that I think had maybe Kraftwerk, and then we were also singing the Transformers theme song.
More than meets the eye.
So yeah, more than meets the eye.
Just really into robots.
Dope, dude. Have you heard the Flight of the Conchords? The Humans Are Dead. The robots.
No,
you
I
guys
haven't
got to
heard
check that out. That's funny. It's good stuff. We're in the studio with the Daredevil Christopher Wright. Thank you for being here, you guys.
Oh man, thanks
you.
for having us.
Thanks for having us.
beautiful little fictions about animals on parade. The lions and crows have unionized and they're marching away. And Andrew became a wardrobe, stalked by the bloody hunter, an arrest for him it was foretold. See the streets are paved with gold. The great big depression, machines have won the war. The fallow soil, the market crash and the motor oil. And boy flies off westward on star-spangled wings and brings back the dawn over the eastern seas. And Andrew became a wanderer, stalked by the bloody hunter, an arrest for him it was foretold. City of streets are paved with gold. Written on the spine of every holy, holy man, woman, creature, and child. Oh, love, let her in kind.
Beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
The Daredevil Christopher Wright on Audiotree Live. Beautiful, you guys. I'm hoping you can talk about the scene in Eau Claire a little bit. Maybe how that, helped nurtured your sound or nurtured the, actually the righteous path of being in a band.
I think
The high schools have won a lot of musical awards up there.
Yeah,
like the programs are very good, and
Right,
there's a lot going on up there. I hope you guys can talk about that.
Yeah, we started playing music in Eau Claire because we were going to school there. So we didn't grow up. I guess Jason and I were going to school in Eau Claire, and then Jesse was going to school at a university in a town called Menominee. That's real close. And got friends introduced, and friends introduced us, and kind of that spawned our thing. But when I was going to university, I'd already been doing songwriter stuff, in high school and everything, and just knew that. I mean, the town we grew up in doesn't have a huge culture of kids like making bands and stuff like that. Right. And so I knew when I got to university, I really wanted to kind of try to put something together. And Eau Claire was the first place I'd ever been where both from the pool of kids who are doing music with the school, which does have the university has a really strong music program, and the high school even, like the jazz program, both those kids, and then also kids that had grown up there and were still in the scene. Just a lot of bands were kind of coming out of there. It was the first time seeing a band that I was really just jazzed about, and like watching them kind of from birth to maturity kind of thing.
Yeah,
and be, like,
totally.
It gave you this sense of like possibility, like this is like a reasonable thing. And the town's small enough where like if you want to be in the art scene, it's really possible, and so it really kind of fostered a great environment to just be creative and do music. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now is the Eau Claire like municipal band still going up there every Thursday? They used to have like a Thursday night concert that was like this epic.
I think they still are. I think they still got like there's a band show where they play Thursdays.
Yeah.
I've never actually been to see that. I've only heard.
Yeah, like Donald Sarge Boyd is like this guy. He's like a band leader back in the day.
Okay, yeah.
And he had these amazing shows there. They were like included light
there's a
shows
park,
and
I
stuff.
think.
And they've actually named the band shell after him now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
And,
Cool.
Sorry.
You know more about Eau Claire than I do, man.
Did you live there?
No, man, not at all.
But there's a great arts and culture magazine there called Volume 1 that's just been doing a lot of good work for a while. It started kind of as a zine and has turned into this kind of just really big culture mobilizer, doing events and just doing really great work. And so that's been a big influence on kind of developing the...
Nice. It sounds like there's a lot of places to play up there as well. At least maybe not a lot.
Not
but
so
enough.
many
swings,
actually.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that is not actually true.
Yeah, okay.
But,
No,
but
I've heard
there's
like
a few
coffee
places, a few
houses,
nice
yeah,
places.
university and
There's
stuff.
there are
Yeah.
places that you can play music in. I think the places that are really nice are few and far between.
Right.
But there are places that, people are playing music. Yeah, there's some nice coffee
there's a
shops and
hopping
stuff.
scene.
Bars.
But I wanted to say that
Yeah, Jess.
it's a kind of community like with Volume 1 where the people there have just sort of made their own fun, and the nice thing about a smaller community like that is there is an accessibility to creating your own culture and interesting things. And so like a city already has that sort of built into it, and people are always, there's like multitudes of things to do in a city. And
Right.
and I think for Eau Claire, it's been like, I think it's a really blessed mix of people who like want to stay there and think that it's worth investing in the culture, and then there's talent to sort of fill that void.
That's
of,
good.
Fill the demand of that.
There's always really nice jazz stuff going on.
Yeah.
Well, and usually in the smaller towns too, you find the bands sort of nurturing and helping each other out. Whereas in the bigger cities, it's a bit of a competitive thing, and everybody's trying to outgive each other.
Yeah, that's really weird when we go to bigger cities and they're like finding out who you're here to see, tonight, and then they pay the bands according to that. That seems so backward and wrong to us. Because we're like, well, how is anybody ever going to like get past those first stages if
that's the way it
if
goes.
they can't make a dime? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
weird.
Let's flip that script, you guys.
Yeah.
That'll do that.
We're going to take it down.
We're in the studio with the Daredevil, Christopher Wright, John, Jason, Jesse. Thank you guys so much for being here, man.
Thank you.
Now we'll make it up to you. Anything you want me to. The past is past, I can't undo. So I will make it up to you. What can you everyone before the sun then take me.
You're listening to Audiotree Live, and this is the Daredevil, Christopher Wright. I'm hoping you guys can share a profound concert experience with us. A show or a musical performance that you went to that really inspired you, motivated you, enlightened you.
I got a good one.
Yeah, Joe.
When I was 19, Jason and I are brothers. We have one in between us, and his name is Micah, and he was living in Minneapolis at the time, working at a Cheapo Records, great record shop in Minneapolis. And we went on like a Sunday to have like dinner with him. We're just gonna have dinner and head back. We were living in Eau Claire at the time, and when we got there, he's like, "Oh man, there's this unpublicized Elliott Smith show at the 400 Bar, which is a great dive bar in Minneapolis." And he's like, "Yeah, you guys want to go?" And we're like, "Yeah, right on." But 21 plus, so I like borrowed his roommate's ID.
Nice.
I'm not a rule breaker generally, so I was probably pretty freaked out at the time. But I just kind of didn't look at the guy as I handed him the ID that didn't really look that much like me at all.
That's
but
all right.
Got in, and it
You
was
should have
just,
mentioned stuff about what alcohol you like or something right as you were talking
Man,
to
I like alcohol and adult things.
You get it wrong. Like, I can't wait to get a Pabst Blue Bow.
Right.
I mean, ribbon.
That's what I call them because I consume so much of it. Got in, and it was like, of course, I mean, even though it was unpublicized, the word gets out and it was just packed, but, intimate space. And Elliott Smith, it was just him solo, sitting on a guitar, playing a chair. Sitting on a chair, playing a guitar, and it was just profound. I mean, it was like unbelievable. And it was like, we got to see him then again briefly in New Jersey, like maybe 8 months later. We hauled it out for a festival, and it was like then, they're 5 months, and he died. And so it was like, and he's a big guy for me in terms of musical influence and just kind of coming up. And so that was just an unbelievable night. I really cherished that experience.
Epic. Yeah, there's nothing like seeing one of your favorite guys in a really tiny room. There's just nothing like it. How about you, Jesse, man? Profound concert experience.
Profound. I have a lot of them, but I don't have good stories about them. I could just say I had a really great experience seeing this guy, Phil Elverum, who one of his projects was the microphones, and now he goes by Mount Erie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he lives up in the wilderness in Washington. But I was in Europe at a time when he happened to be touring up in Scandinavia, where
Nice.
I was, and
Where were you at in Scandinavia?
I was in Sweden.
Yeah, dude. What part?
It was it's embarrassing to try and pronounce a town name, but a town called Skövde.
Yeah, was it Dalarnestan or whatever? Were you around the lake in the middle of the shit? Or what?
It was like in between the two big lakes in the south of Sweden. So I saw him in Stockholm. No, I'm sorry. I saw him in Gothenburg one night on a boat, and it was like the typical Swedish crowd. For some reason, they like to talk when there's music at a bar. They were really loud, and he obviously hated it. But after the show, him and this other guy were telling me like, oh yeah, he's gonna come back in a couple more days and play, and here's the address. And he gave me this address to some place, and it was my first like DIY show. I didn't even know the word DIY or the acronym for that matter,
Wow.
or the concept of DIY. It was just like I had a really hard time explaining to people like what kind of venue it was, because it was on this, I don't know, just any old street with nobody on it. The story is I ended up going back to Gothenburg, which is like another $40 train ticket to get there. and you go upstairs in this building that looked like it was being worked on below, and it was just this like living room space, you know, and it was him. The room was just lit by like a single lamp, like a desk lamp or something, and he had been in Norway for a few weeks, just having a retreat or something, and had written some song ideas. So the whole thing was just basically song ideas, and he had a book open on his lap, and he's just like, he would sing a verse and abruptly end, you know. And I don't think he sang any songs that I knew, but it was like, it was the first time I'd been in a place where the person I was watching was not only so close, but it was also so just, I'm just going to play you music. And for some reason, just knowing who he was, it just made everything that came out of him just awesome. You know, just...
Yeah, man. Jesse, that was quite the story.
Yeah,
man. So
yeah.
you got
Yeah.
the story.
Well,
dude.
okay.
That was
Well,
awesome.
fair
It's like
enough.
you were
Fair
like
enough.
actually with the guy while he was like woodshedding his
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
That's the shit, man.
And it was actually like the transition between him becoming Mount Erie and
And
another...
Jesse suggested that name to him.
Yeah, I was like, what
Come
about
on.
calling her? And he was like, that's a good idea. But and then a fun side note to that was the guy who opened for him was Jose Gonzalez, who's now like really big, and
Yeah.
but he was just like, he just had a little 7-inch that he was selling at the time, and then later that year he won every Swedish music award there was.
How many people were there at that thing, man?
Maybe 40 people.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us, Jess, for sure. All right, Jason, man, profound concert experience.
I don't know. I was at that Elliott Smith show. That was really great. But
Right, well, we can talk
I-
about that
you know-
some more too if you want, but I figured maybe you
Yeah.
pull out another one.
well, I don't know. I really like Sufjan Stevens.
Oh yeah.
So I've seen him a few times, and just this, I don't know, the Age of Odds tour. I saw him in a big theater, and it was like done up. You know, they had more show than I've ever seen before.
Okay.
You know, they had this scrim in front of the stage where they were projecting one thing and then another on the back, and it was like this really textured thing. The lights were down on the stage, and there was just red or colored lights coming up on the
Yeah.
people, just kind of. And you know, I don't know. It was really. I like his new album, and I like how he's just like stretching stuff, and the show was just fantastic. And I remember just thinking like. During the show, I was like, "Wow, this is what you should do.
Full
Everybody should do
production,
this."
Right? That's the shit. When you see it like
Yeah,
that, it's
yeah.
like even the most like personal and quaint guys can really explore their show with
Yeah.
with an amazing little light setup. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, and it's just fascinating to see something like, well, you know, I mean, that music was much more sort of boisterous than his previous records, but like, just to see somebody who is this transforming into something, you know,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Awesome. Beautiful, you guys. It's lovely to hear about, your favorite concerts. You can inspire us to go listen to more music. Thanks. We're in the studio with the Daredevil, Christopher Wright. This is Audiotree Live.
1, 2, 3.
The bells are ringing, tolling the hour.
Daredevil, Christopher Wright, Audiotree Live. Exquisite, you guys.
Thanks.
So you guys are on the road quite a bit, I know that, but when you're home, what's your favorite meal to prepare for yourself or for your friends? What's your favorite foods to cook?
I like. I've got this nice recipe of quick coq au vin.
Yeah,
Yeah, very good. Chicken with wine.
yeah.
Really good.
And how long do you spend a long time preparing it? Is it a ritual, or
It's-
you kind of just
Well, that's a really quick recipe, and it is a traditional dish, I guess, which takes a long time, and it's more involved. It has more ingredients, but the one that I do takes less than an hour.
shaboom, shaboom, just like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
It involves, searing the chicken. So, yeah,
Yeah, you don't want to reveal too many of the
I love.
secrets of the room.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, that's true. It's something I hide. I've been developing it for like probably as long as I've been alive.
Do you have a particular wine that you use, or is it just
I like Malbec.
yeah,
I just buy a really cheap Malbec.
hook it up?
Yeah.
There you go. Nice. How about you, Jesse? What do you like to prepare?
Oh man, lots. But lately, I learned how to make a butter sauce. Yeah, and on this tour, actually, we've had some time here and there to be in one spot, and so I made up a way, or I guess I just sort of, what's the word, adapted it to pasta.
Yeah.
I think you can use it for anything, but I made it as a pasta sauce with tarragon. I made it like 3 times now on the road, and just it's really good with mushrooms and zucchini. It's very lemon. It has like a nice lemony flavor to it.
Nice.
good.
It's really
Just as
good.
good.
I was gonna say,
really,
does it
really
get the
light.
John and Jason thumbs up?
Oh,
or
yeah.
anything?
Yeah,
No,
it's
how about,
a great butter sauce.
You're touching a good nerve right now by talking about food.
yeah, you get asparagus in there, any little bit. of
Well,
that?
I try to stay seasonal at the moment,
Ah.
so it's
You guys
zucchini.
have-
But in the spring,
Yeah, man.
in the spring,
Awesome.
I can see asparagus in there. I've only made it 3 times, and it's been this month that I've been making it. So, but we love cooking. We love growing food.
Yep.
That's what it's all
I've
about.
been reading
right?
The Omnivore's Dilemma.
Oh man,
way
Incredible
behind
book,
on that.
dude.
Yeah, no, it's
you cannot underestimate the power of having an herb garden at your house. That
Right,
You
yeah.
can like, I mean,
It's incredible. And then
It's
once you
great.
read The Omnivore's Dilemma and learn about corn syrup, it sort of redefines your whole deal.
Yeah,
like you
it
don't want
almost-
to mess with that
Yeah.
anymore.
it almost makes you feel like you probably should just like live in a garden, like
Yeah.
that you know.
Well, if we were smart, our high schools would teach horticulture and teach kids how to grow their own food, because it's
Yeah,
important to
yeah.
have your hands in the earth, and it's also
Mhm.
important to grow a little bit so you know what's going on. You know how it's
Right,
done. You provide for yourself. It's reward,
Mhm.
reward on all levels.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I'll digress. John, what about you, man? What's your
Yeah. I'm definitely the most the least likely to cook food because these guys are so good. But I do one of my favorite standbys is this lentil surprise. My aunt invented it. It's kind of like a taco salad, but it's lentils and brown rice instead of like taco meat.
Whoa.
It's got this kind of, not exactly, but sort of Thousand Island-y dressing, and then you put a bunch of raw vegetables and do it over. And do it on like chips, a bit of chips.
Well, lentils are so good and good for you, right?
Yeah,
It's like
man.
it's like
It's,
the
uh,
deal.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I haven't met anybody who maybe a little reticent to give it a try or the idea of it, but who after trying it wasn't pretty blown away by it.
Yeah, they were all thumbs up after that.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for sharing some recipes, you guys. I
No
love it.
problem. No
Yeah.
problem. So maybe we should just do a couple more songs. Does that seem good?
Yeah, man.
I
Whatever you're comfortable with, no problem.
We got 3.
3? Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Francisco Bay. The city that bears your name. Golden sun, entering by Golden Gate, and we will wait for you, singing. Oh, yes, we will wait for you, singing. Avocado stone, sweet mission, citrusine glow, concrete hipsters and second-hand clothes captured on skate video. Accept our fate at last.
The Daredevil, Christopher Wright. All right, you guys, we've made it to the psychoanalytical portion of the session. We're not going to talk about like Carl Jung or anything like that, but we'll talk about if you had to pick a life form other than human, what life form you choose to be, animal, vegetable, or mineral?
Mineral life forms.
Yeah, you know, mountains are alive. Most of the earth
That's
is
true.
sentient beings, you know, the
earth.
things that can feel.
I did see a movie about the soil recently, which is alive, and it has a lot to do also with the omnivore's dilemma, right? Because we're killing the soil. So maybe the soil. I like that.
I'm with you.
He's a martyr.
Dig it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'm going to my death. Might as well be soil.
No, but you're nurturing, you know. You just need to be
It's true.
cultivated a little bit, and then it's
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Just need to
Soil.
let the natural process work.
How about you, Jesse?
I don't know.
I mean, you could be a dragon if you want to
I
be.
know,
you
I
but-
know. There's so much freedom. I'd be no, I'd be something that flies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dragon, maybe.
A flying dragon.
Maybe a dragon. But I would really like to. I'd really like to fly or breathe underwater. So.
How about both? Let's just do it.
All right.
man.
Yeah.
The aqua dragon.
I'll do. Yeah.
What color would you be? What's your favorite color?
Yellow.
The yellow aqua dragon, dude.
I'd have to be like a ultra predator though, because if you're gonna be yellow and need to hunt stuff, or if you're trying to avoid predators, good luck.
Yeah, because you're not camouflaged.
Yeah,
Yellow's not so camouflaged.
Unless you no, not even if you swam in like shallow, white sandy beach areas, you'd still probably have problems.
That's
Maybe
all
like a
right.
yellow underbelly, but a top would be silver speckled like a salmon or a trout. But I would kill everything.
Yeah. You just exude your dominance.
Yeah.
Dope.
I'm recently interested in jellyfish. I don't know that I'd want to be a jellyfish
Yeah.
because I don't know what you do, you know.
Just
but
absorb
absorb,
like
just
yeah,
be-
microorganisms and stuff.
It's probably the most zen creature out there.
maybe so. No, the sloth is the most zen creature.
He had an answer. He was like, no, dude, the sloth.
I'm not going to argue with that. How can I?
I love it. Dang it. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. It's lovely to have you in the studios. Soothing my soul.
Okay.
Are you just started? Oh yeah. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Go around again.
It's alright when we fall inside of us, unremarkable after all the Half a million strong, let the tiger be. Keep our hobbled hopes under lock and key. We only wanted to play a game. It was an accident. We told them honestly all apart. It's alright when we fold inside of us, unremarkable after all the fuss. Half a million strong, let the tiger be. Keep our hobbled hopes under lock and key.
Yeah. The Daredevil Christopher Wright on Audiotree Live, Chicago. You guys are on the road here for most of September, man. Minneapolis, Hayward, Kimberly, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Bloomington, Rock Island, Omaha, Oshkosh, Eau Claire, Madison, Minneapolis. Well, excuse me, November is Madison and Minneapolis. It'll be nice to have a little hometown show in there too, man.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It'll be really good for you guys. You guys got the new album, The Nature of Things, that just came out. Congratulations on that, you guys.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, thanks so much. Thank you.
It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Speaking of your new album, what's your most favorite album front to back?
Oh,
Where
man.
every song.
Lately?
Yeah, sure. Lately, I mean, there's usually a bunch of those,
Okay.
right?
Yep. Mythomania by Crypticize.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Look at him digging in the crates.
That's right.
Let's see. Go to Jason.
Yeah, Jason, how about you, man? Most complete LP front to back.
Oh, well, I don't know if this is the answer to that question, but I'm really digging Sandro Perry lately.
Dig it.
He's got this great record, Impossible Spaces.
I gotta check it out, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Graceland. It's not out of left field, but man, that record's so good. We recently watched the classic, like
The making of that shit.
and
Have
it
you
was just
seen
like,
that?
Oh my.
Oh yeah,
God.
where he's throwing the ball against the wall and they show
It's
him how
like-
he's writing the songs and
Oh
stuff.
Yeah.
man, it's so good. Just freaking out.
Ladysmith killed that record though, and that record though, to its effect, like has every style of song. It has like the radio hit, and it also has like the tribal indigenous thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so complete. Just
does
so
it all.
complete.
awesome, you guys. We're in the studio with the Daredevil, Christopher Wright. You guys got one more for us?
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks again for being here, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Woke up this morning, I thought I'd been transformed. My body turned to seed. Grew up a wheat field hewn about the knee. And that's all I'd ever be. And I am looking for the thing in itself. Not healing but health, the other not self. The I and thou. And I am looking for the thing in itself. For meaning not wealth, a lover held jealously. The I and thou. Woke up this morning, I thought that I could see. The veil'd been pushed aside. The cave wall shadows the whole menagerie. I turned and actualized. And I am looking for the thing in itself. Not healing but health, the other not self. The I and thou. And I am looking for the thing in itself. For meaning not wealth, a lover held jealously. The I and thou.
Simply outstanding. Really beautiful, you guys. The Daredevil, Christopher Wright, John Sunday, Jason Sunday, Jesse Edgington. Edgington?
Gene.
Edgington. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for being here so much, you
man.
guys. Beautiful.
Thank you so much for having us.
Hey, let's
Thank
give a
you.
big thanks to our videographers today, Justin, Jane, Brian, our engineers in there, Rick, Patrick, and John. Michael and Adam are in the house. This is it, you guys. Everybody go check this band tonight at the Burlington. They're playing here in Chicago with Deep Sleep, and the Hymns.
Yeah.
Two different bands. It's not Deep Sleep.
Thin
Hymns.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, God, I'm busting it all. I did so well until the final bit. Fucking shit up. This has been Audiotree Live for Monday, August 27th, 2012. We've been in the studio with Daredevil, Christopher Wright. My name is DJ Evil Vince. Everybody have a safe and beautiful day. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome, you guys. Really, simply beautiful.
Thanks a lot.
Felt great.